Good morning, Chief. Please.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. And please, can I enable me to share the screen, please? Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, last week we did Aramide Damilola. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Ahmed Zainab, can you hear me? All right. Quick one. I'm sharing my screen now. Last week we treated Pathfinder. Please, can you see my screen? Confirm you can see the screen, please.
Yeah, we can see your screen, sir.
Okay.
At 10 minutes, so. No, we try. I'm timing you 10 minutes because my phone goes off. I'm going off. I don't want to go off.
All right. So last week we treated Pathfinder. That is to guide you on what you should be expecting from exam. Now today, who can remind me, the one we treated before now, where did we stop? Have we done financial appraisal and reporting? Hello? Hello, can you hear me, please? Hello? All right.
Yes, we
Today
can hear you,
We
sir.
can hear you, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Today we are treating financial appraisal and reporting. So, to start with, those of you that are just joining, you have not really missed a lot. But notwithstanding, because another lecturer too will come on board soon to take you through some topics and Pathfinder extensively. So there are some case study. First and foremost is an imagined scenario or real life situation that business school uses in order to test your perspective, your own opinion on what is happening. How do you see it? What is your own view? So among those things, if you want to be embark on project, you will carry out what we call feasibility study. So if you check the material I shared before now, you can go to cost volume profit analysis. So I'm going to share the same material again today. I'm going to put it on comment section. Okay. I'm putting the material here shortly. Yeah. So if you check the comment section by now, you will see the material. Introduction to cost volume profit analysis. Why are we treating this in case study? Case study is combination of all courses, but you are expected to have some knowledge of financial statement analysis, business model, then report writing, financial analysis, business model, report writing, and interpretations of word problem in mathematics. Those are the four major requirements for you to be successful in this course. Now, introduction to cost volume profit analysis. Cost volume profit analysis stands for cost volume profit analysis. It is used to show how cost and profit changes with changes in volume of activities. Cost volume profit analysis is an application of marginal costing. Now, have we treated this illustration one before? Hello? Hello, class. Can you hear me? You are muted, Adiola. Have we treated illustration 1 before? The one that has to do with 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 90,000. Hello, who can hear me, please? Prosper.
I can hear you, so
Yeah, I want to confirm the illustrate example 1. Have we treated it before? This example 1 on cost volume profit analysis.
So I'm seeing classwork, not example 1. Your screen
Okay.
is showing classwork.
Yes, this one, illustration 1. Can you see it now? The
Yes,
profit
sir.
at the volume of 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. Can you check your notes whether we have done it before?
Okay, sir.
The first class that we had.
illustration 1 before now. First class.
What do you say?
We've done illustration 1 before.
Thank you.
The company
What
makes and
of
sells some.
okay, what of this class? The company makes single product and sell for 80,000. That class work, have we done it also?
I think so.
I think we've done it too. First class, we did some illustrations that day.
Okay, so let's move to additional information. Now, management information system for decision making. Those that are just joining us, but I'm sure we have not done this one. A company makes 4 products A, B, C, D using the same
Yes.
direct labor workforce.
We've not done this.
it, have we?
Not done more than one product. So.
Done this.
What do you say?
We've not done more than a product.
We have not done this one, yes or no?
Yeah, we've not.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to know. A company makes 4 products A, B, C, D. Can somebody please read this into us?
A
The
company
company
makes
makes
4
4 products
Okay.
A, B, C, and D using the same direct labor workforce on all the products. The company has no inventory or finished goods. Direct labor is paid at 12 naira per hour. To meet the sales demand in full, we require 12,000 hours of direct labor time. Only 6,000 direct labor hours are available during the year. Budgeted data for the company is as follows. Product, annual sales, and demand units. All figures assumed to be corrected.
Okay.
Can you screw that, sir, if I had to read something down?
Oh, okay. Continue.
Okay. Direct material costs, A, B, C. Can I just leave those ones? Is there any? Calculate the optimal production plan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a scenario, and we have to calculate optimal production plan. How do we go about it? There are 6 steps we must follow. I will share the solution with us but I want everybody to download what you have on the chat right now. Go to that where that question is. And also, I will also share solution with us now. So you can go to chat. The solution is loading. Now, let me run through the question. A company makes 4 products, A, B, C, D, using the same direct labor workforce on all products. The The company has no inventory of finished goods. The real labor is paid how much? Who can see it? The real labor is paid how much, please?
6.0.
How much? Read the question. The real labor is paid. How much is this?
6,000 per hour.
Can you see my screen?
Oh, 12
Hello?
naira.
What do you say?
12 naira.
It's not clear.
12 naira per hour.
12 naira per hour. Thank you. To meet sales demand in full, we will require 12,000 hours of the real labor time. Only 6 hours of the real labor time are available during the year. They need 12,000 for full production, but they have only 6,000, isn't it? Budgeted data for the companies as follows: ABCD, product is ABCD, annual sales demand 4,000, 5,000, 8,000, and 4,000. That's for ABCD. Direct material is 3 naira. That's direct material cost. 3 naira. Direct labor 6, variable overhead 2, fixed overhead 3. If you add everything together, all these ones you are seeing, if you add it together, it's going to give you 14. That's total cost. Selling price is 15 naira. Profit is selling price minus cost. We give you this. Calculate optimal production plan. Now, let me share the solution with us now. You can click on, okay, let me share the solution. There are 6 steps that you must follow. Are you with me? How many steps must you follow?
6 steps.
Can you see my screen? Thank you, sir. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen, please?
We can see, sir.
What can you see there?
Solution to practice questions.
Excellent. Excellent. You are using laptop today, I presume. Abi?
No, sir.
Okay, but you can see it clearly. That shows the network is very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Step 1, calculate the contribution per unit of product produced. Who can tell me what's the formula for contribution? You can remove your mic and talk anytime. You can interrupt me because this is an online class and I will need you to fully participate. You can ask any question anytime. Always interrupt. You understand? So who can tell me what is the formula for calculating contribution?
Sales price minus variable cost.
Very good. Selling price minus variable cost. According to the question you are having with you, selling price are this: 15 naira, 50 kobo, 29 naira, 11 naira, 50 kobo, 27 naira. Variable cost. These are the costs that vary with the level of output. They are what? Direct material, direct labor, variable overhead. Everything variable. With direct material and direct labor, they are all variable costs. I want somebody to add everything here together. 3 plus 6 plus 2 will give you 11, right? 15 minus 11 will give you 4.5. Another person should add this one together. I want you to check whether this contribution they got is okay. Immediately you get your own answer, just talk. Let us know that you have gotten it. I want somebody to calculate contribution for A, contribution for B, for another person contribution for C, another person contribution
Yeah,
for D.
for B is correct.
Okay, for A is what?
A is 4.5. B is 7.0. That's
Okay, next. Another person.
C is correct.
Is correct. Yeah.
Okay. The last one.
Nine. Yes, sir. It's correct. Sir.
Okay. Now, you are meant to, before you even start this thing, I want you to write these steps. I hope you have notes with you. Step 1, calculate the contribution per unit. Write it down as notes in your notes. Step 2, identify scarce resources. Step 3, calculate labor hour per unit. Step 3, calculate labor hour per unit. Step 4, calculate contribution per hour. Step 4, calculate contribution per hour. Edudamilola Aramide, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm writing.
Okay, sir. Zainab, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you are writing it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So step 5, ranking. Step 4 is contribution per hour. Step 5, ranking. Step 6, construct a production plan to maximize contribution. Construct a production plan to maximize contribution. That's step 6. Now that you have written the steps, so Zainab, what do you think is the scarce resources? I will open the question. Okay, this is the solution. Let me go back to where the question is. I will stop sharing this. Okay, let me even. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what can you see on my screen now? Maybe you can read anything. You
The
can see.
question. Number
Thank
1.
you. Thank you. A company make 4 products ABCD using the same direct labor workforce on the product. The company has no inventory of finished goods. Direct labor is paid 12 naira per hour. To meet sales demand in full, we require 12,000 hours of direct labor time. Only 6,000 direct labor hours are available during the year. Now, let me now go to where the solution is. Identify scarce resources. So what is scarce resources? Based on what we just read.
The labor hour required to.
Thank you. Very good. Now that we have identified scarce resources, we are good. Then we've done step 1 and 2. Let's go to step 3. Step 3, labor hour per unit. Labor hour per unit. Now let's go to the question. Amaka, get prepared. The raw material is 3 naira, 6 naira, 5 naira, and 6 naira. direct labor is 6 naira, 12 naira, 3 naira, 9 naira. And they told us here that the company has no inventory. Direct labor is paid 12 naira per hour. And step 3 is saying labor hour per unit. So how do we do that? Look at this question there. You have, for all this hour you are having here, 12 naira, 6 naira, 3 naira, 9 naira. They are telling you that the labor is paid 12 naira per hour. So this one, how do you get it? It will be 6 naira divided by 12 naira for A. For B will be 12 naira divided by 12 naira. For C will be 3 naira divided by 12 naira. For D will be 9 naira divided by what? 12 naira, because we have identified the scarce resources. So that scarce resources, you are going to divide it by what? Labor hour requested. So let's go to the solution now.
Excuse me, sir.
Amaka, explain that number 3 to us. Step 3.
So I didn't get your question.
Explain how they got these figures for us in step 3.
They said this total labor cost all over labor cost per hour,
Yes.
which is the first product 6 divided by 12
Okay.
will give us
Where is this coming
0.5.
from? Where is this coming from?
This is coming from the labor cost under the first product in that table.
Okay. Continue.
Yes, sir. The second product is 12 divided by 12, which is
So let me
1.
open the question. So where is this coming from in this question? Where is 12 coming from?
Product A, direct labor
Well,
cost is naira.
you mean this one, Abi?
Yes, sir.
For Binko?
For B, direct labor cost is 12 naira. For C, 3
For
naira.
C?
And for D, 9 naira.
Okay, the 12 naira you are using to divide them, where is it coming from?
The direct labor is paid 12 naira per hour in the question
Okay, is
above.
that where? Thank you. If you don't understand what she just explained, raise up your hand now.
So I wanted to ask the group where you shared the material. I can only see the solution that you shared here.
Have you checked the charts now? This question and answer is question is there. Have you checked this chart?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So I can't
I
find
could
it.
still suggest, can we be sharing it even on WhatsApp? But you need to download it to the system, and you're using the system to attend the meeting or the lecture rather. Then to
I don't. Do you guys have WhatsApp?
Sir,
Do you
say that
have
again.
WhatsApp?
We do.
Do you guys have WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, we do have WhatsApp. We have
Yes,
WhatsApp,
sir. We
sir.
have a WhatsApp group.
Am I in your group?
Oh, so I don't
I don't
know.
know the admin. The other lecturer should be the admin. He can add you up.
Okay, now this is what we are going
Because
to do.
I just downloaded it, but I cannot
Let me give
be.
you my WhatsApp number. Don't worry, it's not an issue. Let me give you my WhatsApp number. Just say hi to me. I will send you the material immediately. 080 74 803274.
80 what?
74803274. My phone number is on the WhatsApp, is on the chat. Say hi to me on WhatsApp. I'm going to send the material to you. Is that fine?
That's okay, sir.
Any other question before we proceed? Now, contribution per hour. Hello? Amaka,
Yes,
can
I
you tell
can hear.
us how they got this contribution per hour? Which one and which one did they divide?
Huh?
Contribution per hour for A is 9 naira. For B is 7. For D is 10. For C is 10. For D is 12. How did they get them?
So can we go back to the question?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the question. The solution is there. Look at it very well. Contribution per hour.
Per unit.
What is contribution for A?
Contribution for A is 4.5,
Thank you. For B is how much?
7.0,
For C is how much?
2.5,
For D is how much?
9.0.
Thank you. Now, labor hour per unit for A is how much?
0.5.
B is how much?
1 naira.
C is how much?
0.25.
D is how
And
much?
D is 0.75.
Now, contribution per hour will now be how much? Contribution per unit divided by labor hour per unit. That is step A, step 1 divided by step 3. Do you get it? 4.5 divided by 0.5, 7 divided by 1, 2.5 divided by 0.25, and 9 divided by 0.75. Have you guys say hi to me on WhatsApp already? Hello? Hello, Zainab.
I have already downloaded the material.
Okay. So who again is
Let me share it to the group. Let me try and share it to the group.
I've
okay,
already
fine.
seen it. Sorry, I've also downloaded from this chat here.
No problem. All right. So where are we? Step 4 is what? Contribution per unit divided by labor hour per unit. Contribution per unit is 4.5 divided by 0.5, 7 divided by 1, 2.5 divided by 0.25, and 9 divided by 0.75. Are we good with that? Hello?
We are good,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we are okay.
Okay. Now, I want somebody to rank this thing. What will be step 4? Rank it for us. Let's say it.
So the ranking is already here.
The rank is very what?
It's already here. We are seeing the ranking already.
Yes, you need to know the reason why the rank is that. I just want somebody to talk. So, Zainab, which one is the first one and why?
D has the highest ranking, highest contribution per hour. And it's equivalent to what is required.
No, you are right. The first statement you are right. What you are after is when you are ranking is which one is the highest, followed by what, followed by what. You get it?
Okay.
So you have D first, followed by C, followed by A, and followed by what? B. Is that it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Good. Then step 6. The product should be made and sold in order of D, C, A, and B, then up to this total sales demand for product and until the available labor hour limiting factor resources are used up. Then step 6, construct a production plan to maximize what? Contribution. What does it mean? You have only 6,000 direct labor hour, isn't it? And you want to construct to max, you need only 12,000. You need 12,000 to do the business, but you have only 6,000. What you are doing is you are trying to ration what you have among the most profitable venture. D is the most profitable, right? Which is the first one. Okay. What is sales unit for D? Check the question. Hello, who can tell us what's the sales unit for D? Where is 4,000 coming from?
I guess that's the annual sales now.
That is what?
The annual sales demand.
Okay, let me, okay. I think this is the question. So where is, okay, you mean this one, right? Is this what you mean? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. That is where those figures are coming from. Now, so D is equals to 4,000. Now, direct labor hour used is 3,000. How do they get 3,000? Amaka? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How did they get 3,000?
I don't know.
Okay, in order not to waste time, the sales annual sales unit is 4,000, right? Now, come here. Labor hour per unit is for D is 0.75. So everybody multiply 4,000 times 0.75. What do you have?
0.1, sir.
Times 0.75.
That's 3,000, sir.
3,000.
That is where 30,000 is coming from. For B, same thing. What's the annual, for C? What's the annual sales unit for, or annual demand for C?
5,000, sir.
What? For
5,000,
C.
sir. For C.
Are you sure?
Sorry.
C,
8,000.
8,000. Okay. And your labor hour per unit. So 8,000 times 0.75, what do you have?
No, it's based 8,000 times 0.25, I guess.
Yes. What do you have?
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Okay. 2,000. So, but remember, you have gotten 5,000, you've gotten 2,000. The total you have is actually 6,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the total is 6,000 and you have gotten 3,000 and 2,000, that should foresee the direct labor hour will be only 1,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
agree? Okay,
Yes,
thank
the
you.
balance. Okay.
Yes. Now, since we've gotten A 1,000, we don't know what the sales unit will be. How do we get sales unit? You will come to this place. 0.5. Now, 1,000 divided by 0.5, what do you have?
2,000.
That is where this 2,000 is coming from. So you know where 4,000 is coming from. You know where 8,000 is coming from. You know where 2,000 is coming from. And you know how we got 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000. If you don't
Yes.
understand, talk now. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Sir,
Now, how much is contribution for D, C, and A? Hello? They put 9 naira, 2.5 naira, and 4.5. Where are they coming from? Who can help us?
Sir,
Can you hear me?
excuse me, sir.
Why?
Yeah, please. How did you get the 2,000 balance?
Okay, thank you for the question. Do you know how we get 1,000?
I just
Hello?
no, sir.
Okay, is it that you left the class before? Okay, do you know how we get 3,000?
Yes, sir.
You know how we get 2,000?
Yes, sir.
Good. The total we must get is 6,000. But that is limiting factor according to the question. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this 6,000 minus 3 and 2, it will remain 1,000. Is that
Okay.
one clear?
Yes, sir.
Good, thank you. Now, for this 2,000, come here. The labor hour per unit for A is 0.5. You understand? So 1,000 divided by 0.5. You are calculator, right?
Yes, that's 2,000.
Okay. So in order to check whether you are right, just say, all this one, to get this one, we usually multiply 8,000 times 0.5, we get 2,000. 4,000 times 0.7, we get what? 3,000.
Mm.
This 2,000 you've gotten. Just say 2,000 times 0.5, what do you have?
1,000.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, the contribution, they are 9, 2.5, 4.5. Where are they coming from? Who can help us?
So that in the solution we solve the contribution per unit that we got earlier.
This one, that's the step 1. Step 1, contribution for D is 9 naira. For C is 2.5. For A is 4.5. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good, we are good. Now, we have classwork to do. And the classwork is very simple. You are going to do illustration 2. W, X, Y, Z. Annual demand is 4,000, 4,000, 6,000, 2,000. You have the raw material, you have the raw labor, you have fixed overhead. Full production cost is this. Due to restricted supply of 78,000 naira of the raw material will be available during the year. Identify the quantity and sales of units that maximize annual profit. So you have 10 minutes. Immediately you are done. Remember the steps you are going to follow. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So once you are done, just stop. But I want everybody to do it now.
so,
And let me know immediately you're done.
please come again about that contribution per hour because I think that's step 1. I was not really paying attention.
How do we get what?
It's step 1.
You mean this one?
Yeah, the contribution per unit.
Per unit, okay. This is the question. selling. These are the selling prices for A. How much is selling price for A?
15.5.
So these are the selling prices. So to get contribution per unit will be selling price minus variable cost. And on these ones, the variable costs are this direct material, direct labor, variable overhead. So if you add these three together like this and minus it from 15.5, you will get what you are looking for.
Okay, sir.
You are get You can try it before you attempt. So everybody, your time starts now. You have class work to do. So we discuss it after. You have 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes for the class work. Immediately you are done, just talk. You understand? Thank you. Are you done, Prosper?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's do 3 more minutes so that we can do it together. So let's do it together. Can somebody read this question for us?
A company makes 4 products, W,
Okay.
X, Y, Z, using the same single item of direct materials in the manufacturer of all the products. Projected data for the company is as follows.
Thank
Products
you. Let me take
W,
it
X,
from.
Y, Z. And
Thank you, sir.
we
Let me
have
take it
the
from.
industrial demand unit, 4,000 like that,
Yeah,
and
let me
the
take it from there.
other information. They said due to restricted supply, only 78,000 naira of, I can't see it again. Due to restricted supply, Only 78,000 naira of direct material will be available during the year. Required. Identify the quantities of productions and sales of each product that would maximize annual profits.
Thank you. So now our limiting factor according to this is what?
Material.
Thank you. So what's the first step?
We'll calculate the contribution per unit.
Okay. Second step?
And then we'll identify the material, the scarcity resources, which is material.
Limiting factor, which is material. The third
Yes.
step?
Then we'll calculate the material per unit.
Okay. So what is who can tell me what is contribution for W? What is contribution for X? What is contribution for Y? What is contribution for Z?
40, 20, 48, and 42.
Contribution for W is 40.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For X is 20, right?
20, yes, sir.
For Y is how much?
48, sir.
For Z is how much?
42, sir.
Great. So now that we've gotten the contribution, what's the next step?
Now we'll calculate the step 3.
We calculate what?
Identify scarce resources.
Okay, which is what?
Sir?
We have identified the scarce resources. So the next step will be what? Step 3.
Calculation of labor hours
Labor
per
hour
unit.
per unit. That's material hour per unit, isn't it? Is there anything like that?
Material
Material
cost per
hour
unit.
What do you say?
So material cost per unit.
I don't get. Step
So
3.
is it
Labor
like
hour per
material
unit.
hour per unit?
Labor hour per unit. That's for the previous one. So this one will be what?
Direct material per unit.
Which is how much?
So you said we are calculating what? Material per unit?
Yes.
800 for W.
How do you get 800?
The material cost, the quantity divided by material cost.
The material cost per unit, is it useful in this scenario based on the information we have? I don't think so. What is contribution per material? You understand my point? You know, this one we got sales price, direct material, direct labor, direct variable overhead. These are contributions. We identify the scarce resources, labor hour per unit of scarce resources, meaning, but this one, they didn't give us such information. So in this scenario, we've gotten our contribution, right?
Yes, sir.
Contribution per material is what?
0.01 for W.
Where are you getting 0.01 for?
40 divided by 4,000 units.
No. Contribution per material. These are material now. They are direct
Okay,
material
contribution per
cost.
material.
Yes, now. So what's the material for the first one? Contribution for W is how much?
40 naira.
40 naira divided by 5.
8.
Okay. What is contribution for X?
Five.
Contribution for X is what?
It's 5.
It's 5.
5. How? Selling price minus variable cost.
It's 20 naira. 20 divided by 4.
4.
It's 20 naira. I was waiting for you to answer. So the second one is 5. That's by dividing contribution by what? By
Material
direct
The
cost.
material
material
cost.
cost.
Okay. Where is this lady? Zainab, are you hearing us? Okay, let's continue. For Y, what is
6.
contribution?
48.
6. The contribution is
What is
8.
contribution first?
48.
Contribution is 48. 48 divided by what? 8, isn't it?
8.
Okay. For Z, what is contribution?
42.
42 divided by 6, what do you have?
6.
So
7.
rank it. Which one are we believing? Is it 6 or 7?
The answer will be 7.
Okay, rank it. Which one comes first?
W.
W, X, Y, Z, isn't it?
W. Z. Y.
Which one
I
is the
think so.
first one? Which one is the second one? Which one is the third one?
W should be this first one.
Okay, followed by
Z.
followed by
Y.
followed by. I hope you are writing it down.
X.
Okay. Now, we now want to prepare optimal production plan. To prepare the optimal production plan this way, product, we are right, product, sales unit, direct material used, contribution, total contribution. Can you write that, please?
Product and what, sir?
Try it again, sir.
Product followed by sales unit. The first one will be product, the same way it's written here. Product, sales unit, direct material use, contribution, total contribution. Can you quickly write that?
Right materials used, Abby.
Yeah.
And contribution per unit.
Have you written product?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
We want to construct optimal production
Optimal
plan
production
now.
plan.
Have you written product, right?
Yes, sir.
You've written sales unit.
Yes, sir.
You've written direct material used.
Yes, sir.
You have written contribution per unit.
Yes, sir. And total commission.
Good. So what is it by ranking your products? Have you ranked them
W.
already?
W, yes, sir.
Okay, what is the sales price for this W?
Sales price will be in equation.
Sales unit, I mean.
Sales unit is
For
4,000.
W will be how much?
4,000.
4,000. Thank you. Thank you, sir. What is material cost for W? 4,000 times 5. What do you have?
4,000 times what?
That's 20,000, sir.
That's 20,000, right? 4,000
Yes,
times
sir.
5
Again, sir,
give you
please say that. No, you're not. 4,000 times what?
5. Direct material cost is how much? 5 naira, 4 naira, 8 naira, 6 naira, isn't it? What do you have for your contribution per material?
Under which one?
Hello? Okay. Now, you've gotten
Under what, sir?
contribution for W. What is your contribution for W?
It's 8 now.
It's 8.
Yes, sir.
That's contribution per material. Is that it?
Yes, it's 8.
Okay, so it will be, you are multiplying 4,000 by 8, not by 5. So it will be 4,000 units times 8. What do you have?
That's 32,000.
32,000. That's for W, right?
Yes, sir.
Followed by what's the second one?
Z.
Z. What is your unit for Z?
4,000 also.
4,000 also. Unit for
Yes.
Z. Are you sure
Sorry,
it's 4,000?
3,000, sir.
Okay. So what is contribution for Z?
7.
Contribution per direct material 7.
7.
7 times 3,000. What do you have?
21,000.
21,000. Okay, what's the next one?
We have Y.
Y. Good. What is your contribution per material for Y?
6,000, sir.
No, that's annual sales demand. I mean contribution per material for Y.
That is 6.
6. So if we say 6 times 6, 6 times 6,000 will be what?
36.
So let's even add what we have done. The first one, how much did we get? We got 32, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The second one, what do we get?
21.
Add it together. 32 plus 21, what do we have?
53,000.
53 minus it from 78. What do we have?
25,000.
25,000. But the
Yes,
one
sir.
we calculated now, how much did we have? Do we have for
30,
it?
36,000.
That shows that 36,000 can fly, isn't it? Because of the limiting factor. Everything is restricted to 78. So in that case, now your production, product, sales units. So which one is the first one? Let's go over it again.
W.
W, what's the sales unit for W?
4,000.
4,000 times what? 8 gives you 32, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Then that 32, you can multiply it by contribution, then total contribution. That 32, what's the contribution per unit for the one you mentioned?
8.
It's not 8. The contribution per unit. The 8 is the contribution per direct material. The first contribution, sales minus direct cost. How much is that?
40.
How much? You are right now. Say it boldly.
40.
Mm-mm. Let's go over it again. This is direct material. Which one is the first one among this one?
It's W.
W. Okay. This. Okay, 40. You are right now. Yes. So the contribution per material is 40. Very good. So this, you can say 32 times 40, you have your 32,000 times 40. Now, here you have 32,000. They are not even asking us to calculate total contribution. So
Sir, the
let's
solution you are
give them.
showing, sir, the solution you are showing, I don't think it's for the WXYZ. though.
It's not for WXYZ. I'm only using it to explain it. Are you with me? I expect you to write them down. That's what I'm saying. Write it this way, write it this way, write it this way. Do you understand my point?
You're already getting confused, sir. I'm getting confused already.
You shouldn't get it confused. This is it.
So is it not
You have
better
to.
you write?
What do you say?
Is it not better you write?
Okay, let me. I'm coming.
All right, sir.
Can you see my screen? What can you see on my screen?
A blank page.
Okay. Product. What's the first one?
W.
Okay. The first one is W, followed by what?
Z.
Z, followed by what?
Y.
Y. Thank you. Then what's the sales unit?
4,000.
4,000.
For W, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
4,000. They are already in unit. Excuse me. Units. Okay. So for Z, what's the unit for Z?
3,000.
Then for Y, what's the unit?
6,000.
Y is what?
Why is
6,000.
6,000?
6,000, okay. Then, sorry, the total direct material cost is how much? 78. Am I right? Material cost. Everything is limited to 78. The total will be 78. 78,000. All right. So your contribution, how much is your contribution for the first one? Contribution per unit?
8.
Contribution per material, okay. Contribution per material.
So where did you omit X?
What do you say?
Check your products. We have W, Z, and Y. There's no X.
Because we are
W,
we are
Y.
maximizing it.
Because
So
of
where are
your
you seeing X? Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
I said, where are you getting X from? Did I write X?
You did not write X now. There's no need to write X. Is there no need?
We are maximizing the production as well.
Don't worry, we know
Okay.
we will know now. We
Okay.
have ranked it already, yes or no?
All right, I've seen that. Okay. It's okay.
Okay, you've seen that. Okay, right. Now, our contribution for material X is 8. So 8,000, 8 naira, 8 naira times 4,000. What do we have? We have 32, isn't it? 32,000 naira. Are we good? For
Yes, sir.
Z, what is our contribution per
7.
material? What do you call it?
7.
Excellent. 7. Now, all these 8 and 7, how are we getting it? Let me show them before. Look at it. This is how to get that 8 and 7. This is selling price, right? Variable cost are 541. So if you have 541 together, will give you 10. Selling price minus 10. That's selling price minus variable cost will give you what? 40. That's your contribution. The limiting factor is what? The limiting factor is direct material.
Material.
So 40 divided by direct material will give us 8. That's why we got 8 for W. The same thing is what we are going to repeat for X, Y, Z. Okay, so this one is 7. 7 times 3, 21, right? Am I right? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
you're
sir.
right, sir.
Good. So now he's saying that why are we not having X? Now we've covered the total amount of resources we have is just 78,000, out of which we have used 53 already. 78 minus 53, what do we have? What do I mean by 53? 78 minus 32 minus 21. What do we have? How much?
25,000.
Thank you. 25,000. All right. So 25,000. What is contribution for this material?
6.
Thank
6
you.
naira.
6. So this one itself can be 8,000. It can be a 6,000 unit again. 25,000 divided by 6. What do we have?
4.4166.
25,000 divided by 6.
Yes,
4,160.
4,166.7.
How much do you call it?
4167.
4,167.
25,000. Okay, let me use calculator here. Oh, sorry. $25,000 divided by 6. 4167. Very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. 4167. That is what they asked us to do. You know, it's a bit slightly different from the first one. The first one is having much information, but all the information we have on this is restricted to this. So let's go back to what they asked us to do. Identify the quantity of production and sales of it that will maximize annual profit. So the quantity of sales that will maximize annual profit are 4,000 of W, 3,000 of Z, 4,167 of Y because of limiting factor.
Of 78,000.
Can you quickly copy? So that's the reason why we cannot prepare for X, because we have exhausted all the material on Y. We couldn't even fulfill all the obligations for Y. Is that clear? The guy that asked question before.
Quite clear, quite clear. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Can we quickly copy this, please?
Hello.
We are done. Are we through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let's go to, I believe we shouldn't have any problem with number 3, the same pattern. So let's rush business valuation. I think we have about 30 minutes plus. Now, business valuation, there are reasons why we value business, why organizations value business. And these are the reasons. There's something called quoted company and unquoted company. Quoted company are companies that are listed in stock exchange markets. Why unquoted are not?
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead.
So there's no need for us to do the contribution per unit and the total contribution for the Y.
No, you don't need it because it's not what they ask you to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So, business valuation, there are reasons why business is being valued. Business valuation can come out in your exam. You understand? So, what are the reasons why company value business? For the company might be converted into a public limited company with the intention of launching it into the stock market. When the company comes to the stock market for the first time, an issue price for the share has to be decided. That is number one reason for value business unquoted companies, so to say. When the share in unquoted company are sold privately, the buyer and seller have to agree on a price. So they need to know the value of the business you are selling to them. When there is a merger involving unquoted company, evaluation is needed as a basis for deciding on the terms of the merger. When the shareholder in an unquoted company dies, evaluation is needed for the purpose of establishing the tax liability of his estate. Method for valuing business. There are several methods. We have asset-based, market-based, and cash flow-based. Okay, now look at this. Can somebody read this illustration for us? Hello?
The following information is available about a private company Z.
Okay.
The tangible non-current assets we were given the figure to be 250,000. Intangible non-current assets we were given the figure to be 75. Like that.
Okay.
Now they said required. Provide an asset-based valuation of the shares in company Z.
Thank you. So as far as this question is concerned, there is no big deal at all. Now the only difference here is tangible non-current asset is 250, intangible is 75, and current asset is 60. If you add everything together, it's going to give you 385, which is the total asset. Then equity, you have ordinary share, revaluation reserve, retained earning, bank loan, current liability. Because everything also is to give you 385. You understand? They will now want you to calculate the value of that business. First thing first, look at these shares. How many shares do we have and at what rate? Hello?
We have 50,000.
50,000. Good. This is what they did. I'm sure we have copied all this. We have 50,000 naira shares, right? At 1
naira.
naira per share, isn't it?
Yes.
What is the interpretation of this? It means the share itself is actually 50,000 naira divided by 1 naira. That will give you 50,000 shares, isn't it? Because naira we cancel naira, it will remain only shares, isn't it? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, I want to give everybody classwork. In a situation whereby the share is 50,000 shares at 50 kobo per share. So tell me, what's the total value of the share? If it is 50,000 and it's 25 kobo, what's the total? 50,000 naira share.
That's 25,000.
25 kobo per share. What is the share itself? So you are saying something. What do you say, madam?
Now for the first one, 100 shares.
Is what?
100,000 shares.
The first one is 100,000 shares.
Yes, sir.
The second one,
200,000 shares.
how do you get them?
50,000 divided by 0.25. And 50,000
Okay.
divided by 0.50.
0.25.
That is the major thing you need to know. Then the second thing you need to know on this scenario is total asset less liabilities. You understand? Now the book value will give you carrying value of the asset. The book value of the net asset is 275. How do they get that? The total asset is 385 less all the liability, you have 275. Divide it by 50,000. Everybody type 275,000 naira divided by 50,000. What do you have?
So what's our total assets?
Your total asset is 385.
Okay.
So how do you ask us to divide?
What do you say?
What do you ask us to divide? Is it divided by 50,000 or what?
Yeah, divided by 50,000 shares. You know, you have worked out this 50,000 share already. And you know your total asset. You have less all your liability from the total asset. You have only 275 left. So this 275,000 naira divided by 50,000 shares. What do you have?
Can we lessen all our liabilities or
Oh,
5.5, sir.
5 naira 50 kobo.
5.5.
Not 5.5. Oh. You understand? It's not 5.5, it's 5 naira 50 kobo. Is it clear?
no,
Is
sir?
it
It's
clear
not.
now?
No, sir.
What? Okay, it's not clear.
Yes, sir.
Now, the first one we did is what? Ordinary share. Hmm? What is formula for valuation of assets using asset valuation method is total assets minus liabilities divided by number of shares
Why are you laughing?
issued.
You don't have data, so you're calling me on video.
Are you with me? Now,
Yes, sir.
how much is total assets?
I mean, that's
385.
385. How much is total liability?
So is it both current and non-current liabilities?
Yes. Total liability is how much?
That's good for reduce the already
It's
reduced
still true now. 90 plus 20.
Can you stop all this yam stock?
110.
110. 385 minus 275 minus
Stop
110.
yam.
385 minus 110. What do you have?
I don't want to hear anything yam.
275.
I don't have anything to do with yam.
So that shows your numerator is now 275,000 naira. Divided by what?
Which kind of what talk again? Is there anything
50,000
you've not done to me?
shares. So 275 divided by 50,000 shares.
Please, I'm done the what?
How much is that?
And which was did I do?
Please, can you mute yourself? Like you're distracting others. Distracting the class. User.
Are we there?
Yes, sir. 5 naira 50 kobo.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, it is. Thank you, sir.
Okay. No problem. Now the next one is the company has asset value at 20 million. The value is based on current use of the asset. The company has 4 million of liability. Share capital is 200,000 shares already. Calculate the value of the business. Now they've given you share capital of 200,000. You don't need to multiply it with anything. All you just need to do is your asset minus liability divided by that share capital. That's all. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it is.
Very good. Now, income-based valuation method. There's something called price earning ratio, earning yield method, dividend yield method of valuation. Earning per share of private company, ABC was 15 naira last year and is expected to rise to 18 naira this year. Similar company whose share are quoted on the stock exchange as 10 to 15.6. The average pricing ratio of this company is 12.5. Evaluation of the company might need to take the perspective of earning per share and price earning. I don't want to rush you guys too much. We are going to continue from income-based method next week. Why? Because you need to first and foremost read in advance. I want you to read it in advance to get familiar, so that by the time I will be explaining, we will flow very fast. Because I want to try as much as possible to round off with you guys by next week. Another lecturer too is coming. That one will treat he's going to treat past questions extensively. Is that fine?
Yes, I
Hello?
see.
Okay, so this is it. This is the assignment. I want you to read from income-based valuation. Whether you understand it or you don't understand it, I'm still going to treat it in class. But I don't want to start reading it now. Why? Because I want you to first understand what we've done today. That's number one. Number two, I want you to read it in advance. You understand? Read it in advance. Then when I start now, by next week, it won't be a strange thing to you. Don't worry if you don't understand it. Just read all the theoretical aspects. I will solve all the calculations for you. But the assignment is you have to read everything from income-based valuation to the end. Is that fine?
Yes, I see.
Okay, and finally, because I will allow you to ask questions. Models. How many of you know what we call MGE? MGE in skill level. So there are business models there that you're expected to know. Though the first lecturer is going to teach you guys. But I don't know whether you guys have done it. You need to do business models. You need to understand them and then comprehend it. So meaning I will be recommending skill level MGE business model for you guys to go and read it up if possible. But we are going to continue from this to by next week. So it's time for you to ask questions. Hello? Hi, Shat. I mean, Zainab,
I'm here.
you have question?
No, for now.
Okay. I think you are joining us for the first time today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So read all those material I sent to the that you have downloaded. Read everything from A to
The
Z.
material you shared today, is it inclusive of the last lecture?
Yeah, inclusive from lecture from the beginning.
Okay.
Everything I've done so far is in that material.
All right.
Sir,
Thank
where is
you.
material? Is it the one you sent to the chat here?
Yes, yes, yes. Course note for I wrote course note for November. I've been using it for a while now. So, Zainab, you have
Yes,
my
sir.
number. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Chat me up later since you are joining today,
Okay.
so that yeah, just chat me on WhatsApp. Wait
All right,
again,
sir.
Mr. Aramide,
I will text you now, sir.
do you have questions, sir? Okay, okay, you will text me later. Okay, wait again. So thank you so much for your commitment today.
So what's the name, sir, so
Mm.
you could save your contacts?
What do you say?
What's the name, sir, so you could save your contacts?
Oh, okay. Isaac Oladokun is my name. So we'll continue from there next week. Have a nice weekend ahead.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.